Brian Entin back out on the road, hearing directly from many of those farmers in his series, Driving the Votes. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Blake. Yeah, we're on the road. We're in the RV. We're driving across the country. We made it here to Akron, Ohio. A little rainy tonight, but there are a ton of soybean farmers here in Ohio. We also talked to some when we were on the road in Kentucky and Tennessee, and I can tell you so many of them are so relieved that there is finally a deal here between the United States and China. It is not hard to fathom the time, treasure, and toil that went into planting this expansive crop of soybeans in central Kentucky. What's tough to understand, despite the new trade deal that President Trump says will have the Chinese buying soybeans again, the farmer behind all this says he still won't make a single dime of profit.
These soybeans will probably lose $150 to $175 an acre. That's a $180,000 loss for my operation. And I'm not unique to anybody else in this area.
Caleb Ragland is a proud ninth-generation Kentucky farmer. He's also president of the American Soybean Association.
Due to complications with trade policy and relations between our governments, China has not purchased any soybeans from this crop that American farmers are growing in 2025.
With President Trump announcing a trade deal with his Chinese counterpart, that's expected to change. Ragland, a lifelong conservative and Trump supporter, is grateful for the news. Still, he's anxiously waiting to see how it'll impact many materials needed to grow his crop. Imported fertilizer, herbicides, and pesticides are currently slapped with retaliatory tariffs, and farmers are footing the bill.
Tariffs are a tax, and when there is a tax, it raises the cost.
A lot of the soybeans in this area make it here, where they're taken off trucks and then loaded onto these barges and taken down the mighty Mississippi River. And while China may not be buying soybeans, there still are other countries buying beans from the American farmer.
Some of them go to Mexico, some of them might go to Nigeria.
Ben Westerfield's job at Hopkinsville Elevator Company is getting soybeans to exporters. While soybean prices are down about 20% from 2 years ago, he's still able to keep the supply flowing.
No, it is not China. No, it's not 80 to 100 million bushels or 100 million tons, whatever they're buying right out the gate. But we're piecemealing barges out at a time, and we're loading those barges, and we've got a market for them.
The biggest market, China, is the most important.
China is not a market that you give up on, or you say, well, we'll just find somebody else.
So 50% of the soybeans that come out of the United States traditionally have gone to China. And what's interesting, Blake, is you ask, why does China need so many soybeans? It's actually because they have more pigs than anyone else in the entire world, and the pigs eat the soybeans because they have a high rate of protein. Blake?
Fascinating, and it was interesting hearing that farmer, Brian, talk about how they would lose $180,000 because of this. I know you've seen this chart. I wanted to show this to our audience. And Brian, stick with me here for a second, because this is Chinese soybean purchases over the last decade, right? And here's what you notice. These 2 years right here and this year right here, if you take that out of the equation, everything's fairly steady. What are these 2 years? The first trade war. What is this year? The resumption, as the president describes it, as the quote-unquote trade war. So do they feel relief, Brian, that there's a deal? Or is it frustration that there's these ups and downs?
Yeah, I think there's obviously relief because there was nothing to be hopeful for a couple of days ago. But I think they're still concerned about how this is going to play out, and also the commitment from China for 12 million. I think it's metric tons. I mean, that's still far less than what they're used to selling them over the last couple of years. And you heard that farmer who I interviewed there, Caleb, super great guy, huge President Trump fan, but regardless of them making the deal now, he's lost everything. I mean, you saw how big his farm is. He's making zero money because of what's gone on here between China and the United States.
Hey, before you run, tell me about the sauerkraut.
Oh my God, the sauerkraut balls. I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'll have a quick bite of one before we run. I never had a sauerkraut ball.
They're known for that in Akron?
Yeah, it's Akron. This is what they're famous for. It's like a cheesy kind of like fried ball.
Huh.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.